Basta kay Sir Rojan, ibang klase. Let's go! Okay, welcome ulit sa ating klase. Sa video na to, pag-uusapan natin ang Article 1804. Dito sa article na to, dinidiscuss ang tungkol sa Contract of Subpartnership. Ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng subpartnership at anong kinalaman nito sa mismong partnership? Ano nga ba? Ready ka na? Sige, start tayo. Let's go! Yan, sige, basahin muna natin. Article 1804. Every partner may associate another person with him in his share, but the associate shall not be admitted into the partnership without the consent of all the other partners, even if the partner having an associate should be a manager. So, dito sa article na to, dinidiscuss ang concept ng isang sub-partnership. So, which is a contract, another contract. So, sub-partnership. Sub-partnership. Yeah. So, itong sub-partnership, this is a separate contract between the partner and an associate. Okay? Ibig sabihin ng associate, para ba siyang personal na pwedeng staff, pwedeng personal kakontrata, pero wala siyang kinalaman sa partnership. So separate contract between partner and another third person or what we call an associate. Okay? Kasi ang contract, iba pa yan. Ang partnership, iba pa yan. Okay? Partnership, this is another contract. Okay? Another contract. So, separate contract ito. Okay? So, between partner to partner yan. Okay? Partner to partner. So, basically, ganyan ang itsura niyan. Ngayon, halimbawa, ganito. So, meron tayong partnership. Let's say ABC partnership. So, ABC partnership. Tapos, ang magkakakontrata dyan, A, B, at saka C. So, si A, B, and C, merong contract of partnership. Contract of partnership. Silang tatlo. Yan. Diba? Diba ito yung yung partnership natin. So meron silang rights and obligations as partners. So they have rights. Partners have rights and obligations. Okay? So meron silang mga karapatan bilang partners, pero meron din silang obligasyon bilang mga partners. Ngayon yung sa partnership ganito. Si A, meron siyang separate contract with, let's say, Dog. Si Dog, isa siyang associate. Yan. And this is a contract of sub-partnership. Contract of sub-partnership. Yan. Anong object ng contract nila? Pwedeng share. Share sa interest. Share sa interest ng partnership. Ibig sabihin, pag kumita ang partnership, yung kalahati na pupunta kay D, yung kalahati na pupunta kay A. So, pwedeng yun yung maging object of the contract nila. Pero, malinaw dapat dito na si D bilang associate ay wala siyang rights and obligations. So, no rights and no obligation as a partner. Okay? Kasi hindi naman siya partner. Hindi siya ituturing na partner maliban na lang kung unless all partners consented. All partners consented. Yan. Okay? Dapat lahat ng partners ay may consent para maging partner siya. Pero kailangan mo ba ng consent para magkaroon ng sub-partner? Hindi kailangan. Consent is not required. Consent is not required para magkaroon ka ng sub-partnership. Ibig sabihin, other partners' consent is not necessary. Other partners' consent is not necessary. Okay? Halimbawa, si A, merong sub-partnership contract kay D. Kailangan pa ba niya magpaalam kay B at C? Hindi na. Pero kung halimbawa, gusto niyang sabihin, maging partner ka namin, kailangan niya na ngayon magpaalam kay B at kay C. Okay? Bakit? Ano yung reason? Bakit kailangan magpaalam? Consent is required because, so ito yung reasons, partnership is based on mutual trust. Okay? Ang partnership ay dahil nakabase siya sa mutual trust. At kailangan At isa pa, dahil siya sa principle ng delectus personae. Principle of delectus personae. Ibig sabihin, may karapatan ng mga partners na mamili ng kanilang gustong kapartner. Okay? Hindi mo pwedeng pilitin ng isang partner na tanggapin kung sino itong isang to. Kasi una-una, hindi mo yan kilala. Okay? Which characterizes contract of partnership from other contracts. Kasi ang partnership is based on mutual trust or build on mutual trust. Kahit na yung partner na may associate ay managing partner pa siya. Kahit na managing partner, kailangan pa rin niya magpaalam sa ibang mga partners. Even if nakalagay dyan nakalagay dyan sa dulo, even if partner is partner with an associate is a managing partner. So kahit managing partner ka pa, magpaalam ka muna sa ibang mong partners. Kung meron kang gustong ipasok na isa pang partner. Yun nga lang, magiging effect niya, pag meron kang ipinasok, the effect, if admitted, nagpaalam na sa lahat, pumayag naman ang lahat. If admitted, magkakaroon ka ng change in membership. Okay? Change in membership. So pag nagkaroon ng change in membership, that is considered to be modification of terms, modification or novation. So ma-extinguish tuloy yung lumang contract of partnership tapos gagawa sila ng bagong contract of partnership para lang maisama si D as partner. Okay? Ayan. Kung sakaling magsarado ang business, sir, tapos may obligation pa na hindi nababayaran ng partnership, may liability si D bilang associate? Wala. Kasi hindi nga siya partner. At dahil hindi siya partner, isa lang siyang associate, hindi siya liable sa mga liabilities ng partnership. Okay? Kapag ba nagkaroon ng contract of subpartnership, sir, maapektuhan ba yung partnership? Hindi. So the contract of partnership does not affect the partnership itself. So wala siyang kinalaman sa partnership ni A, B at C. Kasi private contract nga and the separate contract ang isang sub-partnership. So it does not affect the partnership, the composition, the agreement, the terms, the stipulation, whatsoever. As far as he is concerned, he is not a partner and therefore the contract of partnership is not affected by the admission of by an associate. Kasi nga separate contract ang sub-partnership at saka partnership. Ang sub-partners, yan, tawag natin sa kanila, no, yung mga associate, ang tawag natin sa kanila, sub-partners. So pag sinabi nating sub-partners, they are partners inter se. So pag sinabi nating inter se, ano to, internal yan. Internal arrangement between the partner and the associate, which the other partners has nothing to do. Okay? Kaya siya tinawag na partner inter se. Okay? So, yun. Dito nagtatapos ang Article 1804 tungkol sa contract ng sub-partnership. Pwede yan, and it does not affect the validity, the formation, the composition of members sa isang partnership. Simply because some partnership is a separate contract from the partnership. So it's another separate contract. Okay? And associate is not considered the partner into the partnership. Therefore, they have no rights and obligations such as or same with the partners. Unless na lang all other partners consented na maging partner siya. Bakit kailangan lahat mag-consent? Dahil ang partnership ay nakabase sa mutual trust at because also of the principle of delectus personae, kahit na yung partner na may associate ay managing partner pa at gusto niyang maging partner yung kanyang associate, kailangan pa rin niya magpaalam sa ibang kapwa niya partners. Pero kung halimbawa, umokay lahat ng partners, umoo, ang effect niyan kapag inadmit, bagong partner na yan, so magkakaroon tuloy ng change in membership, okay, which is a modification of contract. Therefore, magkakaroon tayo ng novation. So, mawawala yung lumang contract, ma-extinguish, mapapalitan ng bago. Okay? And ang tawag natin sa associate, sub-partners. Okay? So, I hope meron ako nadadag sa inyong bagong learning na magagamit ninyo sa inyong mga klase. Kung medyo nabilisan ka, ulitin mo yung lecture natin, I'm sure makukuha mo rin yan. And lagi sinasabi sa inyo, mag-aral kayo mabuti at mag-ingat palagi at laging tatandaan, ibang klase ka. Bye-bye!